Hey guys, welcome back. We're back here in House Flipper, and first of all, I just want to say, if you hear an air conditioner in the background, it is in fact because I do have an air conditioner on, and it's too hot to turn it off. So if you hear that, I do apologize. We finished all of the jobs in the main game last time, so I got a new one. It's called The Ghostbusters Did It. It is made by Margosha. Margosha. And it's called The Ghostbusters Did It, and I'm not really sure why it's called that, but it looks like it's going to be a very satisfying job. Like, there are going to be a lot of big changes here, and it looks like a really cool little house. It's like a little castle type thing. So I just wanted to jump right in there. And let's see how far we get today. Why not? Here we go. Am I ready for this? Have I signed up for a really big job again and I'm underprepared? No ghosts. Okay. Let's go ahead and open up one of these. We're gonna need that. Okay. Oh, we've got a moat of lava. Okay. Genuinely not sure what to do with that information. So yeah, and then what am I selling? The Ghostbusters sign? Looks like it. Okay. So we can head on in. It doesn't look awful. Doesn't look great. Clearly needs cleaned up. Let's start with the trash. Okay, make sure we get as much as we can. We're actually doing quite well, I think. Okay, we've got 4 more out here, but where? One right there. I'm not seeing it. Did I miss it somewhere along here? Is it over here? It was over here. Okay. Oh, that's really neat how they got the fireflies to be here. Love that. And I like how this is sectioned off. I believe our bag is full. Not quite. Now it is. All right, let's go throw this away. There we go. We'll head back in. We'll keep getting this trash up. That's a really cute little bird feeder, or bird water, what's it called? Bird bath. That's really cute. Didn't know that existed. It says we've got 3 more. There we go. Let's just keep checking out the outside here. I think we got all the trash out here. Oh, and we've got butterflies there. Can you buy those? So, like, if I put in butterfly, can you purchase the butterflies that fly? It doesn't look like it, but that would be really neat. Okay, I guess, well, what's back here? Do we need to clean back here? Okay, it looks okay back here. Oh, and then we've just got a nice little entrance into the house. We've got some flies going on here. Okay, apparently we sold them. So let's sell everything we don't want, I guess. We're going to keep that pot. We're going to sell the dead vines. Oh, that's a picture of what it's supposed to look like. Don't want to see that yet. Okay. Is the last thing just that picture? It is. Okay, gonna keep that for right now. Gonna sell this plant and this plant. Gonna sell that. Okay, we've got 5 things to sell out here. Some are pillows. This vine. Okay, a tree. These dead vines. Gosh. Okay, pillow. This vase, these pillows, that tree. And nothing back here. Does say we have something to clean. Okay, right here. I was like, it says we have something to clean, but I don't see it. And that's because it was under my feet, and I was not looking down. Let's see if we can get this vacuumed up here before we clean. It'll just make it a little bit easier to see what we're cleaning, I think. I could be totally wrong on that, but I think it'll help. Gosh, there's a lot of flower petals here. Did it come? Okay, it came off of this tree. That makes sense. Let's try to get all of these up. All right, make sure we get those under there, these under here. Okay, and then we've got it some more over here. I'm assuming it's from that tree that died that we took out, that was in the pot. I feel like it dropped all its leaves when it gave up on being a tree, which is a bummer. I wish it hadn't have died, but I'm sure we'll replace it with something. And that should look pretty nice. Let's try to get that. Okay. Got some vacuuming to do over here as well. Quite a bit, actually. Do we have another one of those trees? We do. They are gorgeous. Love that. All right. Let's make sure we get under all of this. Okay. That's looking good. It's looking so much better, actually. All right. Autosave lag. Don't know what that's about. There we go. Did we have any vacuuming down here? We did. Okay. Let's go ahead and finish that up then. There we go. Perfect. Now we just have to clean right there and right there. And then we'll head on up here and just start cleaning, I guess. There's not a lot of stains. I know there was some up here. There we go. Okay, I think that's all the stains for this area. Now we've got a couple over here. 2 more. 1 more right here. There we go. Okay. So that's looking pretty good. Let's set this back up. We'll just put it there. You can kind of sit on it. I think that's fine. Same with this table. We'll just set that right back up. Okay, and what do we want to buy? We want to buy 2 roses. So 1 there, 1 here. I'm guessing. I'm just guessing, guys. I don't know, but it feels like that's the right thing to do. And then we have 2 boxes to unpack. I only see 1 okay, there's 1 down there. Chessboard. Why not? I hate that that's not centered. Let's go ahead and get that centered a little bit better. There we go. Okay. What's next? A little lantern. We can put that right there. A new pillow. Just 1 new pillow. Okay. Well, then we'll just put that right in the middle. I think that's fine. And then we'll open up this box. And what do they want me to buy down here? A garage shelf and an elliptical. Alrighty. This feels like a very strange place to put that. But maybe we'll just put it between these 2 plants. Maybe we could pull it back a little bit. Like, just right there, and then you can bike and look out. I don't know. And then a little shelf, just over here, I guess. I feel like we want it all in the shade. I know they probably meant us to put it in the sunny spot there, but I just think it's going to be better in the shade. And then it's kind of out of the way over here, which is a good thing, I think. Okay, what else? A ball. All right, that looks good. And then they want us to buy another one of these. We want 2 of these. Okay, we'll put the second one here. I don't know. That feels good to me. Okay, so we'll roll with that. And then we have 1 more box. There it is. To unpack right out here. Okay, cute little lantern. Love it. A plate. A cupcake. A spoon. Okay. A smaller plate. And a teacup. Alright, so someone was here having tea and eating a cupcake. We'll put the spoon here with the tea. That's adorable. Love that. They want me to buy something over here. Another rose bush. I think it's supposed to go here. Yeah. Alright, and then we'll open this up. A new pillow. Hopefully we're getting 2 of these. Thank goodness. That feels like it's too far over. Okay, that feels better. A lantern. We'll put it on this table, even though we already have a light right here. That's fine. Okay, that looks cute, like that. Anything up here? No. Over here, we're going to buy 2 of these. So 1 there, 1 here. We are going to buy another garage shelf. We'll just pop that right in the middle. A bucket. A watering can. We'll put that on top. You're going to need that pretty often. And then some gardening tools. Okay, that's pretty darn cute, actually. All right, and then down here, 2 more rose bushes. Love it. Glad we're putting those back. An awning over the windows, I guess. Sure, that feels good. Okay. What else? A couch, a day bed. Okay, there are many things happening here. All right. So, a sofa. Does that fit between these 2? It does not, does it? Okay, it does. Right there. That's a little close. I'm trying not to look at that picture. Okay, we'll put a chair there. We'll put a chair over here. Sure. Coffee table right in the middle. Okay, that's feeling good. I don't know where we're going to put this. I want to move this out of the way. I promise I'm not looking at it. How am I meant to fit all of this? Because we still have a day bed and a grill. So, there's not a lot of room here. What if we put this other chair over here by this chair? Does that feel weird? That feels a little weird, but I think it's okay. And then we can put the grill over here. We can put the day bed over here. Can I put that closer to anything? There we go. That feels weird. Don't like that. Okay, gonna move this. Gonna put the grill over here. Okay, that feels better. And then this can tuck in over here, right? What do we think of that? I don't hate that. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. Actually, what if, hear me out, what if we put the couch over here? Would that be better? That might be better for me. Okay, and then we can put a chair. That feels too close. What about this over here? I don't like that. Okay, so what if we put a chair right there and a chair right next to it? Okay, and then we can scoot the couch over just a hair. Okay, gotta pull it out a little bit. What if we move the couch to like there? That feels better. Okay, I like that more. And then we can put the coffee table. I kind of like it this way better. Maybe I'm crazy for that, but I think that's better. It gives you a better walking path, so I'm okay with it. We've got a rug. All right, we'll put that right under there. That feels fine. We have an umbrella, which I'm not loving, but I'm genuinely not sure where else to put it. So, like there, I guess. Okay, and then a vase. We can put that on the table with the rose, and then the dartboard. I feel like that can go here. Doesn't feel like the safest place for it, but I think it's fine. And we can put a dart right there in the middle. I like that. That's cool. And then they just want me to sell this picture. So let's look and see how we did. I need a nice wall to put this on. Do we have a nice wall to put this on to look at it? Okay, how did we do? We did not do that. But we almost did that. We just put 2 chairs right there instead of 1 on each side. And I'm okay with that. I think we did pretty good there. Everything else is in the right spot. So we can go ahead and sell that. Out here is done. Out here is done. This is done. Just double checking. Okay, all of the outside is complete. So, I feel like we should go in this door. I know there's a door around back as well, but I just feel like we should come in the front door. This place has seen something, and I'm not sure what, but it's definitely seen some things. Yeah. Oh, this was its own room as well, and we totally skipped it. Okay, let's clean. What needs cleaned? Up here? Over here. Are these stains? I genuinely cannot tell. Okay, let's get all of that cleaned up. That looks good. We're gonna sell that. What else are we selling? This and this. Okay, and then what? We're gonna paint. Okay, I'm a little frightened that I'm gonna paint over something that I shouldn't. But I think we're okay, I think. So gonna go across there. We're gonna do this as well. I know they don't specifically say to, but I think they would want that done. Let's go across here. And all the way down. All right, that's done. That looks good. I like that. And then we're just buying things. So we're going to put up a light, obviously. That's fairly important right there. Light switch right by the door. Anti-theft alarm right there. Thermostat right there. That feels good. I like that. A shoe bench. I want to put that right under this window, but it's kind of being weird about it. So maybe we'll put it under this window. Okay, and then we can move this box. We can put the umbrella stand back here. Doormat, that's actually quite important. We'll put that right there. We've got an electrical box. I guess we'll just hide that behind the door. I think that's fine. And we've got a purse. We'll just tuck that in right there. Okay. And then we just have to unpack this box. So we have an umbrella, a shoe. Okay, that did not work out as intended. Okay, a shoe, and a shoe, and a shoe. And one more shoe. Please cooperate. There we go. Okay, and that's the little entryway all done. So that's lovely. I'm loving it. That's super cute, actually. And now what are we doing out here? So we have some things to sell. Just kind of going by feel at this point. We want to keep that. Call mom. That's important. You should always call your mom. What am I selling? Oh, wow, the whole floor? Okay. 2 gloves. Oh, back here. Okay. So, let's get this cleaned up. We'll just take it room by room. And I think it's gonna be okay. We've got a big stain on the ceiling. This one? Okay. So, what do we want in here? We don't want to change the paint. We do want 2 lights. Okay, don't know if that's the center of the room or not, but that's what we're going to roll with. And that actually looks pretty good. We do want a light switch. We'll put that right here. Sorry, I was just looking at what height we did the other one. We want a plug somewhere. A console table. Does that fit in right under that? Should we do that? Is that a thing? I don't know that we should do that because then these coats won't fit. So I think the console table should go over here where the table was, right? And we can put the little candle back on it. We can get that right there. That looks pretty good. I like that, and I love this picture. We can tuck a plug in just somewhere over here. I don't know. I don't know where to put that. So, and then we want a couple of coats on the coat rack. Is this a hat? Do we just want that to stay there, I guess? Okay. That's fine. And then a ficus tree right here. That looks amazing. Love that. We've also got a mirror, which this plug is going to be in the way of. So we'll tuck that under there. We'll put the mirror. I think it should go here. Can we put it like... Maybe it should be up a little bit. I genuinely don't know what height to put that mirror. That's fine. A phone. We'll put that right here on this table. We've got a notepad for anybody who calls. We can take a note. We'll put the pen right there. We've also got sticky notes. Read this note. And a rug. Oh gosh. This is a larger rug than was anticipated. But we got it pretty centered, I think. I mean, that looks good to me. So, moving on. Which direction do we want to go? Gosh, let's do the little bathroom. Okay. Let's just get that all cleaned up. 3 more trash, but where? Oh, the spider webs. There we go. All right, and then let's get the walls cleaned up and the ceiling. There's green goo everywhere. Maybe that's what the Ghostbusters did. I know that's a thing, that ghosts leave green goo, so it's very possible. And then we want to sell some things. Looks like we want to keep a lot, though. Yeah, we do want some new surface finish. Okay, so we're just going to patch up the wall. All right, that makes sense. There we go. Okay, another light. Gonna just pop that right there. Okay, light switch. Gonna put that right there. We need a mirror over the sink. Okay, that feels good. Soap dispenser, that's important. A towel on the hook. Toilet paper on the holder. Toilet brush tucked into the corner. And a carpet, which I think we're going to center on the vanity. And I think that's fine. So that looks good. Love that. That got all fixed up. I don't know if we should go into the kitchen or into this living room. How does this loop? This, okay. You know what? Let's start with the kitchen. That's a lot going on in there. And this feels somehow less daunting. Oh, this is the same room. Okay, I get it. I get it. So let's start here. We'll start with all of the trash. Our trash bag is full. So we need to go throw this away. There we go. Back to the kitchen. Imagine if the guy who came to clean your house was just, like, sprinting the whole time. Because that's essentially what I do. That would be absolutely hilarious, and I would pay them more money because, gosh, you're putting in a lot of work at that point. Looks like we're going to keep a lot of this. That's cool. I'm fine with it. Gonna get rid of that. Gonna keep that. Get rid of this, that. What else are we getting rid of? This plant and that plant. Okay, and now we gotta clean because this looks pretty bad. I do like that we're not updating the house too much. We're kind of keeping it like it was, just, you know, like it was before the Ghostbusters came through and did whatever they did here. I'm not entirely sure what happened, honestly. Okay, gotta clean the windows. Gosh, they are green also, I have so many questions. Let's get the window cleaned up. There we go. There we go. All right. 3 more windows. So this one. Okay, that looks so much better. Oh my goodness. And this one. Okie doke. There we go. And then our last one right here. Not so bad. There we go. Okay. So we are going to paint and tile in here. Okay. So that there and there. There and there. And then down there. And then along here. Don't know if we need to get one above that or not. Kind of looks like we do. How are we going to get that? Can I just... Okay. All right. Can I put this shelf back if I move it? And that's not even where we needed to get. Where did I miss then? Oh, right back there. Oh my gosh, we didn't even have to move that. Okay, let's put it back. We'll try to put it back exactly where it was. Okay, I think that is off a little bit. Okay. Okay, that feels good. Love that. And now we're going to paint. Just going to use the small roller here. I feel like that's the way to go. So just going to paint right back here. Okay. And then right up here. All right. Going to go all the way across. All the way down and around. All right. And now we can sell this and this. Okay. And now what? Now we are buying things. So, light. How did we do? Not bad, honestly. That's pretty centered. Light switch right over here. Why not? The fridge. Where does a fridge go? Gosh, because that's definitely for the stove. Okay. What is this? That's just a painting that fell down. We'll put that over here. I mean, sure, why not? What else? We've got a cabinet. Is one of these a dishwasher? This is a dishwasher. Okay. And then we've still got another cabinet and a fridge. I feel like they're supposed to go over here. So where are we going to move this, first of all? Does it fit under there? Of course not. Why would it? What if we put it over here? That feels okay. And then this picture, I guess can go over here. It feels a little weird there, but that's... I feel like that's our best option. And then our fridge can go right there. And this cabinet can go right next to it. That feels okay. And we can even put this back. This actually might have been at the correct height to just stay there. And I moved it because I panicked. So let's just put that right back. Okay, microwave. Does it fit under this? Yes, it does. Okay, right there. That feels good. Stove top. Right over here. Fire alarm. That's actually quite important. We'll put that kind of just in the middle. That way it's between the microwave and the stove. Just in case, we'll put this right here along the sink. Okay. A bread bin. I feel like that can go over here. A saucepan on the stove. A pot on the stove. Little towel. That's too close to the stove. Nope. That's not supposed to go there. Maybe that's supposed to go over here. Because we have pot... a pot holder and a pot holder. What are they called? Oven mitt and oven mitt. Okay, I always just call them pot holders. So yeah. Alright, dish soap by the sink. Sponge, also by the sink. Drying rack, also by the sink. We should probably turn that the other direction. That might look nicer, and it does. An electric kettle, we'll put that over here, I think. Because this feels like kind of a tea and coffee situation. Okay, dish towel. A kitchen mallet. We'll just leave that out. I don't know. A kitchen timer. That's absolutely adorable. We'll leave that right there. And then we've got some little plants. So some mint. Some tiny little basils, which are adorable. And marjoram, which is cute. Love that. Okay. I've got 2 boxes to unpack. That one and this one. We'll go ahead and pull this one onto the floor. Okay, so we've got a plug. I guess we'll put it over here. It feels like they wanted the microwave to go there, and that is so not what we did, so that's okay. We'll put that there. We'll put this here. Little butter dish, that can just hang out. Little sugar dish, that can also just hang out. Oh, we've got new curtains. Love that. Do want to resize these a little bit, though. Okay, or not. You know, or they just didn't give us that option, and that's okay. I do want to move it down a smidge. There we go. Okay, another one for over here. Gonna try to put it at the same height. Cool. And then one more right there. Okay, that actually feels pretty good. I like that. Another plug. Okay, we'll put one over here for the electric kettle. I genuinely don't know what this is, so we're gonna put it over here. Maybe it's a spoon rest. Okay, so we'll put that by the stove then. Another spoon. You know what? That's too big of a drawer for silverware. Okay. We got a coffee mug. Alright, we need to set this one upright. I think. There we go. Another coffee mug. Okay. Another coffee mug. Can I get up here to be able to reach that? Of course not. Alright, let's set it down here then. Let's line these up better. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3 of the orange ones. And 1, 2, 3 of this color. Well, there's 2 of that color and 1 of not. Let's put this back on the wall. Okay. And then coffee and sugar and a coffee maker, which we did not leave room for. Okay. Maybe we'll move the kettle back there. Does it fit back there? Of course not. Let's move the butter dish out and let's try again. Okay, kettle, come on, fit. Okay, perfect. And then we'll squish the coffee maker in here. We have to raise up the mugs a little bit. Okay, and coffee maker, sugar and coffee. Okay. Maybe the spoon was meant to go by the coffee. I feel like it was. Okay, I like that. All right, on to the next room, because that one is totally finished, and I love it, actually. 13. Okay, we got it. Didn't expect to get it that quickly, but that's fine. All right, let's get the ceiling. Let's get this. Oh my goodness. Okay, 7, 6, 4, 3, 1. Right there. Okay. Perfect. And then what are we selling? This, that. Okay, this. All right, and that. Okay, and then we can put these back on the shelf. I feel like that's the polite thing to do here. So definitely going to do that. All right, let's get this can back up there. We have to buy 10 things. Let's start with the light. Okay, and the light switch, we'll just put that over here. Where am I going to put literally any of this? What's in this box? A plug. All right. A curtain. Okay. And that's it. All right. I was kind of hoping for like a table to go here maybe. But it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. We do want a robot vacuum. We're actually going to tuck that in over here, and we'll move the plug over here as well. So we'll put that guy right there. A carpet. Maybe we'll resize this a little bit, just so it's, I don't know, a better size. That feels fine. We want a travel mug. Okay, I feel like I was supposed to put the waters up here. And I did not get that memo. Same with this. I don't know where it's supposed to go, but we're going to put it right there. And then we want a cooler. I feel like that can go up there. That feels fine. Love that. A kitchen scale. Doesn't quite fit there. Okay, a toaster. That'll fit here. And a broom. Just right here. Just in case the little robot vacuum gets tired. Okay, so that's the pantry all sorted. Now we are in here. On the door. On the door. I don't know what that means. On the door. Oh, gosh. Okay, let's go throw this away. We're on the way. We are on the way. There we go. Okay, let's head back in. Let's go the clean way. I don't know why, other than because we can. Okay, just trying to get all the trash for starters. There is a fair amount. 3, 2, 1. What have I missed? Right there. Nope, that's not trash. What is that? Okay. Oh, right there. All right. Let's sell what we need to sell. What does that mean on the door? Oh, maybe the box is supposed to go on the door. Okay, I get it now. I get it. Sometimes I'm a little slow. All right, 4 more things. This, 3, and then that. We'll remember that that goes on the door. We'll try to remember that. I'm really gonna make an effort on that one. All right, let's get the ceiling. 6 more stains. 4, 3, 2, 1. 1 right there. Okay. Perfect. And we are going to paint in here. What are we painting? This wall. Okay. Want to be really careful there. Don't want to paint over anything that we don't mean to. So just going to use our little brush right along there. All right. And then that whole wall. Let's grab some more paint. And we will paint this. That's looking pretty good. Let's go up there. Right there. We'll switch to the little one to get across the door. And then we'll just work our way on down. That feels like the way to do it. Oh, gosh. There we go. Okay, now we can sell that. I feel like this goes on the wall. I could be wrong, but I think it goes on the wall. Okay. So this said on the door, so maybe the car goes on the door. Maybe that goes on the door. That feels very large for the door, but that's okay. All right, it all fit. Let's unpack this box. Okay, typewriter. Was not expecting that. Elephant. Little dog. Little plant for the little dog. Another little plant for the little dog. Curtain. Which I think we can make fit up there. Okay, perfect. That looks good. What are we doing here? More curtains. Okay. We'll start in the middle because I think the edge ones are going to give us some problems. Might have to move this plant out first. Okay, is this going to fit? All right, it does fit. I mean, just barely, but it does. All right, and that one, oh. Yeah, they just wanted them on the ends. I get it now. So we'll put that one there. We'll put this one centered best we can. It's already centered. Okay, and we'll open those up. We can put this back because I was a dummy and thought we had to put a middle curtain, which we did not. There we go. One more box. Okay, this box. What's in here? Looks like nothing. Okay. Let's set this up here. I think that would be better or not. Or not. You know, that's an option too. Don't know why. Okay, because okay. I get it. We want a table in here for having tea, I believe. This needs to go up just slightly more. And then we can fit the table under it. Okay, maybe should the table just, I don't know. Maybe the table should go like that. And then we'll put the tea stuff up here. We'll put the sugar up here. We'll put a little bird right here on the end. Why not? With a little succulent. Actually, maybe we'll move it over here. It feels safer over there. We want 4 chairs. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that feels good. I like that. Okay, 2 lights. It's difficult to tell where the middle of this room actually is. So just going to kind of eyeball it, and that feels pretty good. 2 light switches. So we'll put one by this door and one by this door. And then we want to buy a giant rug. Okay. Was not expecting giant rug, but it works quite well, surprisingly. And the plant. Okay, this looks pretty good. Love it. On to the next one. We've got a bunch of trash in here. I mean, not a ton comparatively to what we've dealt with in the past, but you know. Oh, and then spider webs. 4 more. Okay, 1 more. 1 more what? 1 more trash. Somewhere, but where? I'm genuinely not seeing it. I'm just kind of, okay. Did I get something? Because I'm just kind of clicking. Apparently we're getting rid of all of those books. Okay. Oh, right there. Okay. All right. Let's sell first. All right, gonna sell that. Gonna sell that. Gonna keep that. Sell this and this. Keep that. Sell this. That chair. This plant. That light. Picture. That. What's the last thing? Oh, wow. This whole situation right there. Okay. So then we can clean. Yeah. This room's a little bit more gross than the other rooms have been. Maybe it's where the ghost was? I don't know. I don't understand what happened here. I know they said Ghostbusters, but that doesn't really give me a lot to understand. Gonna move that box out of the way because we're gonna put a couch right back here again. All right, that feels good. And then, I don't know, we'll put a plug there. We want 2 chairs, an ottoman, 2 lights. Let's get the lights up. This feels like it should be about the middle of the room. Alright, those aren't totally centered, but I think it's good enough. This is going to go over the fireplace. Okay, love that. We could bring that down just a touch. There we go. Okay. We've got a light switch. We're going to put that over here. Why not? We want 3 rose bushes. Going to go ahead and put those in. So 1, 2, and 3. All right. Going to move this out. Going to move this over. I don't know where it's supposed to go, so we're just kind of winging it. And then a TV over this, I believe. Okay, that feels good. Fire alarm, that's actually quite important. We'll put that right there. A carpet, we'll make that fit to under this whole situation here. Okay. 2 chairs. So what if we put one in the corner here and one in the corner here, kind of like they had them. Okay, and then an ottoman. We'll put that with this one. We've got a book, just 1 book. Okay, we'll put that on the table now that I'm thinking about it, because you sit, you read, you're by the fire, it's pleasant. All the nice things. We'll put a vase on the table with a single rose. And these are probably going to have, oh, I thought it was going to have curtains, but nope, we've got a pillow. We've got a pillow. And we've got a curtain that's not going to fit here. Okay, we're going to have to pull this out. Let's try again. Okay, it does fit there, but our couch can't go back any further now, and that's okay. That's probably why they had these pulled out as well. And that makes sense. All right, what do we got here? Another little curtain. That's cool. Another curtain here. No, another book. All right, and the curtain. The curtain of doom, because it's not going to fit there. All right, let's try again. Okay, so it does fit there, just barely. Can we scoot this back at all? Not really. Okay, that's fine. We're also going to have to pull this one out because this is also going to be a curtain. I guarantee it. Okay, that's another pillow. There we go. And the dreaded curtain. Maybe we'll put this one over here. Okay. And this one over here. Okay, that feels surprisingly okay. Maybe we'll put that chair straight on. I kind of hate that. Let's angle it back again. I don't love this. That feels slightly better. Let's scoot it this way just a hair. Yeah, that feels fine. I'm okay with that. One more box. Oh, right here. Okay, what do we got? Gaming console, cool. Game controller, TV remote, that can just go on the coffee table. A VR headset, was not anticipating that, but that's fine. A game, and a game. Oh my goodness, we were supposed to paint. Okay. Nobody panic. Nobody panic. I didn't know we were supposed to paint. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. How the heck are we gonna do this? Okay. So it looks like it's just this whole wall. So let's just fill this up. And we'll just kind of sneak behind everything. I think it's fine. I really should have checked that first, and I did not. Okay. Okay, what else? Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, how are we gonna do this? Alright, well at least we can't paint over that trim, so that's fine. Let's go along the whole bottom while we got it going for us. Okay, let's go down there, back up, all the way over all the way down. Okay, we're doing surprisingly well. Kind of impressed with how this is going, if I'm being honest. Now what did we miss? Oh, goodness. Right here. Right there. Maybe that's all we missed. Genuinely can't tell where I am. Maybe we missed some over here. Okay, maybe we missed some behind the curtains. Okay, I'm hoping it's back here. Alright, because we're just kind of winging it. I can't see anything because I put up the furniture. Alright, it looks like we got everything back there. Let's check behind these curtains. Oh gosh, now I have sat down. Okay, not what I was trying to do. Can I open and close the curtain? What have I done? What have I done? I'm like stuck in sitting mode. Okay, so if I'm sitting, guys. I'm sitting. Let's do unstuck. Okay. That was terribly strange, and now I feel short. I think I just broke the game. Let's go to main menu. Because I'm like stuck in sitting mode. Okay. Let's try to go right back in. Continue. Let's, fingers crossed I'm not still sitting. Oh my gosh. Am I standing? Oh, thank goodness. Okay. That was weird. All right. I didn't mean to sit. Let's see if we missed any paint back here. I don't think we did. But I don't know where else we could have possibly missed. So, just going to go behind the TV. We got back there. Oh, goodness, guys. All right. Let's look behind the curtains. Can't really see behind that one. Okay, let's look behind this curtain. That looks fine. This one you can't really tell. Okay. Well, this is strange. Because I feel like I've painted everything. And I don't know what I could have possibly missed. So we might just have to move on. I'm just going to go down this real quick. Okay, and bring it over and up and over just to make sure we got that. And then we'll get behind this just to make sure. I guess we could go over the whole wall like this technically. Let's go down there. We can see all of that. We can see all of that. Okay. I genuinely don't know what we missed. So, yeah, sorry about that, guys. I don't know. I don't know. We're going to have to move on. We're going to have to move on. I don't know where we didn't paint. I know we should have painted first and we didn't, but still, I feel like we should have gotten it. So, gonna just start heading upstairs. Alright, I don't know what kind of aesthetic we're going for here. It says we missed 4 somethings. Okay, one more right there. Oh, this hallway is its own thing. Okay. We're gonna sell that. We're going to clean this. We're going to clean that. We're going to clean all of this. My goodness, don't know what happened there. Let's get the handprints off the wall, the smudge, the this, the that. Okay, all of that, all of this. What did we miss? Right there. Okay, and then what are we buying here? A glow. Okay, first of all, we got to fix these paintings. So let's put that like that. Let's put this like there. Sure. We want a carpet. Okay. We'll just bring that all the way across. That feels fine. And a globe, I guess we'll just pop that in the corner. I'm not really sure where they want that, but that feels fine. All right. Heading on up again. There's no trash in here. That's cool. I'll take it. All right. Let's get the door. Let's get the ceiling. 7 more. So that. This, that. Did we get it all? We did. Where does this go? Oh. Did not expect that. Okay, we'll go out there next. Actually, we should do there right now. We're already here. 4. Gonna sell that. Gonna sell that and that. It says we have stains out here. Oh, they're on the door. I get it now. Okay, and then we're gonna buy a couple of things. So we want a wall lamp. I guess we'll put that, I don't know, just right there. Sure. We want a light switch for the wall lamp. Okay. We want a table, a rocking chair, and a carpet. Okay, this isn't creepy at all. Which way would we want to look? Probably that way. So, what if we put the table like there, and then the rocking chair... Actually, let's flop those because the rocking chair is way bigger than I expected it to be. Okay, so we'll put that right there. We'll put the little table right next to it. And I was hoping we left enough room there. Okay, umbrella right behind it. Okay, this feels weird. But I think it's fine. And then a little carpet. We'll just put that right under there. I don't know. And then we've got a little plate. We've got a little book. We'll jam the plate in the corner so we can fit the little book. Love it. And a pillow for the chair. Perfect. Okay, that's pretty cute. I kind of like that. Okay, and then we're going to sell a couple more things in here. So that, this, that. Okay, light. Again, difficult to see the middle in this room, but I think that's close enough. Light switch, right here. 2, okay, this fell off the wall. Let's put that back. Okay, this is really crooked. Let's fix that. And then 2 ficus trees. They're little ones. One right there, and a little carpet. I don't know, just kind of existing in the middle. Sure. Why not? I don't know if I should go that way or continue this way. Let's go this way. Our trash bag is about to be full. It is full. Okay, let's pop down and throw the trash out. Here we go. Get that in there. Okay, and we'll head back up. I guess I could have brought a trash can in with us or purchased one, but I don't know. Trying to do better about actually throwing the trash away. And it's really not that difficult to just run down and throw it out. So, yeah, I don't know why I don't do that more often. Let's get rid of that. We're going to keep the clocks. Going to get rid of that. Going to get rid of that. And what's the last thing? This thing. Okay. Let's clean. And then I saw that they want some surface finishes done. So we're going to do that before we buy stuff and put in furniture and whatnot. Because we missed a spot painting last time because of that. So, yeah, we got to do better. And we can do better is the thing. Okay, 5 more stains. 4 more stains, but where? 2 more stains. Okay, it's not that I don't believe you, it's just that I genuinely don't see them. Oh, right here is one. Okay, strange little spot there. We'll just kind of go around everything. Yeah, I don't see it. Okay. Do you guys see it? I don't see it. What do I do? We're gonna have to leave a stain undone. Because I don't see it. Genuinely, I do not. Okay. Surface finish. Gonna do that first. Okay. Before we go on to anything else, gonna get that on the walls. Where else? Right here. Okay. Now we can sell that. And I want to find this stain so bad. And oh, is it right there? It was. Okay, thank goodness. Gosh, that was a little stressful. We'll put a light there. We'll put a light here. And we'll put a light. I guess we could just keep it in line. Alright, and then we'll just scoot this one over just a hair. There we go. That feels good. Why do we have so many clocks? Is there a reason for this, or is this like a hobby? I don't know. So we're just gonna keep putting them on the walls, I guess. There's a lot of clocks, though. Okay, well, we're gonna try to fit them all. Why do you need this many clocks? Like, honestly, I genuinely don't understand. Okay, we'll try to get those symmetrical, I guess. Okay. We do want a light switch. We'll put that right over here. Should I unpack the boxes first? Probably, because it's probably going to have lamps. I mean, not lamps. Curtains. Gosh. My brain is fried, guys. I don't know what we're doing with this table yet. But that's cute. Okay. Maybe we'll shuffle this to the side so we can fit the magazines. Okay, that's one box. That's the only box? Okay. So, we need a desk chair. Obviously, we need a laptop right there. We need a desk lamp. I know, it's kind of a big lamp, but that's fine. Okay, so we want a couch in here. I guess we'll put that like next to the desk, and then we'll put this next to that. That feels okay. I like that. And then a carpet for there, I guess. And a ficus tree right there. Okay, that's cute. That's a cute little office situation in there. I guess we're going into the bedroom now. And I know, we're over an hour on this video now, guys. But I feel like we're almost done with this, so I just want to finish it up. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should stop, but hang on. I need a drink of coffee. Okay. But yeah, I just want to finish it up. Like, we're so close to being done here, I think, in theory. That I just want to finish it. So we're gonna try. We're gonna make a good attempt at getting this finished. Okay, what else are we selling? This, that, this. Okay. And then we're gonna clean. Alright, and the ceiling. Forgot about the ceiling. Okay. There we go. 9, 8, 6, 2. Right there. 1. Oh, right there. Okay. And yep, they do want me to patch this wall. That is totally fine and understandable. Let's get that patched up real quick. All right, and that one, okay. And then we do want some surface finishes. Gonna do that first. Gonna patch this up. Gonna patch that up and this. And then over here needs a little patch. Okay, perfect. And then we can sell that. This needs set back up. Okay. This needs straightened up. Don't know where the middle is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it should be right there. That should be the middle. Maybe we'll bring it up a little bit because I feel like the bed is going to go there. Yeah. Very difficult to do this. Need to see where the middle is. Okay. And let's just kind of inch it backwards. There we go. Is that centered? It looks to be. Okay. Let's move these boxes slightly so we can get the nightstands in, not end. You know what I'm saying. Words are hard sometimes. All right, that there. What are we doing with this stuff? Do we want a little table or something? We do want a small dresser. Okay, we'll try to center that right there. And we'll put this up here. And we'll put this up here and the candle. That's pretty cute. All right. Okay, things are going surprisingly well. Let's see what we want on the nightstand here. Oh, let's put the lamps on first. Okie doke. Get that going. Right there and right there. We also want 3 lights. Gosh, that feels excessive for this size of room, but okay. If that's what they want, that's what they want. Those feel good. 1, 2, 3. And a light switch. We'll just put that over here. And a rug. That is quite large, in fact. That looks pretty centered. And a rose bush. Okay, and let's continue unpacking the nightstand here. So a clock. And a power plug. Perfect. What do we have on this one? Probably something very similar. A power plug. And a box. All right. And some glasses. And a book. Okay. All we have left is to unpack boxes, so let's go ahead and see about doing that. Gonna go just the minimum height that we have to. Put a plug right under there. Here's a hair dryer. Here's a brush. Here's some perfume. Some more perfume, I think. Lipstick, makeup, and our second curtain. Okay, that's pretty cute. I like that. All right. Is this a curtain for here? It should be. Okay, perfect. Same here, I think. Oh, what is that? Like, genuinely, what is that? Am I supposed to know what that is? Is it like an air purifier? I can't. I don't know. What do we have in here? Oh my gosh, huge walk-in closets. Oh. Oh. There's a whole 2-story bathroom. What? Excuse me. I didn't even know a 2-story bathroom was like an option in the world. Did you? Did you know that that is a thing that you can have? 'Cause I didn't. Okay. It says we have 2 more trash out here, and I'm not... Oh, there it is. I was like, I'm not seeing it. Okay, let's do this little balcony, because that feels... Well, that's a picture of what it's supposed to look like. Not going to look at that yet. Yeah, this feels way more manageable than 2 walk-in closets and a 2-story bathroom. Is that a thing? Like, I mean, clearly it's a thing, but like, is that a normal thing, like, in somebody's life to have a 2-story bathroom? And like, no judgment if it is. I think that's amazing. I've never experienced that, so Yeah, that's crazy to me. I don't know where to put that. We've got 2 chairs. Okay, let's move this box. Let's put a chair over here for starters. And we'll put a little ottoman right in front. What's in this box? A pillow. Okay, that checks out like that. Okay, and a glass. Okay, so we need the little table over here. All right, because we've got a wine glass. We've got some binoculars. Okie doke. And then we'll kind of do the same thing over here. So we'll put a chair and an ottoman and a little table. And then they probably want us to put a pillow. Totally forgot about the pillow, if I'm being honest. A little book, bottle of wine, wine glass. All right. And then they want us to purchase a telescope, which I guess we'll just put in the middle. I don't know what to do with that. Yeah. And then as far as a rug goes, I'm not sure. So should it go like all the way down? And then out a bit, and then in a bit. That feels good. And then, okay, we need to look at this and see how we did. Where do we have a flat wall to do this? Behind the plant. Okay, I think we did pretty well, actually. Not perfect, but I think it's close enough. So I'm happy with that. Okay, let's close those, and we'll come into this closet first because this feels way more manageable, if I'm being honest. Let's get everything cleaned up. Guess I could have sold stuff first, but I didn't. We've got handprints on the ceiling. I have questions. It's been a while since I've seen the Ghostbuster movies, so maybe that's like a thing. And I haven't seen the new one yet. I grew up in the time of the original Ghostbusters movies, so if any of this is in reference to the new Ghostbusters, then I don't know anything about it. But I do remember green slime in the old one because there was that green ghost, like the guy that looked like a blob of jelly floating through the world. I think he floated. Did he float or did he like go along like a slug kinda? I don't remember. It's been a long time. But I do remember the green guy because he was quite green. So I'm assuming that's what happened here. Okay, what are we doing in here? 2 lights, that's fine. We'll put one there. We'll put one here. All right, and a light switch. We'll put that over here because that's the way the door opens. We want a mirror. We'll put that, gosh, because we also want an ottoman. The ottoman should go here because that's where you're putting on your shoes. And the mirror should go here because I don't have another wall for a mirror. So that's what we're going to roll with. And then we have to buy a coat. We'll hang that on the coat hook. Okay. Now we are into I believe it's a bathroom. I have never encountered a bathroom like this in my life. But this is just crazy cool. So I love this a lot. This is genius. I wish I had a bathroom like this. But I don't. And I think this is fabulous. I love this. Let me know if you've ever seen a 2-story bathroom. I'm just curious. I don't know how I feel about the bathtub being upstairs, but I do like that it's like in its own private space. And I guess it's not really different than a bathroom being on the 2nd floor of a home, so maybe that's fine. What am I selling? Nothing? Okay. And I sold everything up here as well. I just gotta clean. Okay, let's clean that. Let's clean this. My goodness. 4 more? Where? Where would that be? Do you guys see 4 more stains? Because I genuinely don't. Maybe it's like on the windows or something. Maybe it's on a table. Hmm. Not sure what to do about that. I don't see it. So, is it like along here? Not that I'm seeing. Okay, well, let's start down here. So we need this and we need this. Clearly this goes on the floor. I know that. And I can do that. And then this one goes on the walls. We can do that as well. Not a problem. Same with over here. Just gonna get all of this patched up. Don't want to mess up that trim. Don't know if I can, but really don't want to. Probably should have kept those for upstairs, but I didn't. All right, we need to straighten this first of all. Okay, 2 lights. I know how lights work, so gonna start with that. Gonna put one here, one there. That feels fine. Okay, mirror. I'm assuming we're gonna keep everything relatively in the same area. Looks like we want one of these on each side of the sink. That is absolutely fine by me. So let's get that right there. Let's get this up here. Okay, light switch. Gonna put that over here because that's the way the door opens. Outlet, we'll just tuck that over here. Toilet was over here, so let's put that back. Okay, toilet paper, I know where that goes. Radiator. Kind of want to tuck it in right here. Is that going to burn the plant? I hope not. Okay, these are different. Let's put one there. The big one can go there, and the little one can go here for the shower. That feels good. I like that. We've got a little box. Not a problem. Toilet brush. Gonna hide that behind the toilet. Small trash bin. Gonna also kind of hide that behind the toilet. And then we've got like our daily care stuff. So like, oh, that is definitely the wrong way around. Okay, so toothbrush. We'll put the soap down here. Cleanser. Do we have a shelf in the shower? We do not. But we have a box. And that gives us a shelf in the shower. Okay. Okay, so let's put that in there. Let's purchase this, and we'll put this in here as well. And the shaving foam, I think, can stay out here. The razor can stay out here. A laundry basket. I think that would be cute right under here. And then we just have 2 more boxes to unpack. Okay, so this one's got a towel and a towel. Perfect. No curtains in here. Feels a little strange. Definitely feels a little strange. I don't like that that hamper is like like the towel is in the hamper now. So let's move the hamper over here. And we'll put the radiator. I don't know, guys. Maybe we can still keep it here. I think that's fine. Okay, moving upstairs. I don't know where these stains are. Okay, gonna start with that. I don't know how to fix that. I don't know where they are. Oh, they're on the ceiling. Yep. Yep. If anybody wants to know how my day is going, that is essentially how my entire day has gone. Not badly, just I don't know. I can't see things today, so been a little bit of a struggle. Is this centered? Feels like it. Okay, gonna put the bathtub. Why won't it fit there? Maybe we need to move this table. Maybe we need to move that pot. Because we are putting this bathtub right under this mirror. Need to pull it out slightly. Being extra careful so it doesn't get off kilter. Okay. Right there. Does that look centered? It really doesn't, does it? Does that look centered? That looks better. Okay, we'll keep the plant there. I don't know what these tables are supposed to be doing, so gonna put one there with some stuff and one here with some stuff. Okay, 2 lights again. All right, so we'll put one there and one here-ish. I don't know. That feels fine. And then we'll put this table right here. So whoever's laying down there can reach that one, and whoever's laying here can reach this one. Maybe we'll even tuck it in the corner a little bit more. Okay. It's choosing violence. Can I fit it in the corner, actually? Because that would be kind of neat. So what if we put the one with all of the stuff on it right there? And then we can put this here. And then we can put this one over here so you can reach that while you're in the shower. What's in this box? Oh, wow, that's really not doing so well there, is it? Okay. Let's get that fixed up. Let's get a towel on it. And a towel on it. Okay, that feels fine. You can still get there. I think that's fine. Let's put a plug over here in case you need to charge your phone. So you can do that. Can we put the light switch here? Is that still going to count? It is, and I love that. Okay, need a carpet for the tub. We are going to resize this. Going to make it a little bit smaller and a little bit longer. All right, we've got a giant sponge, which I think is fabulous. If I had someone, or you know, you don't even need somebody to bathe with a giant sponge. Why don't I just get a giant sponge and bathe myself? I love this. This is gorgeous. And with that, this is the whole job done, guys. I think we did quite well. Just doing a quick walkthrough here to make sure that we got everything, but I'm pretty sure that we did. I know we missed a part of paint in there. We're going to pretend that we didn't. But I love this house. This is so cool. And we got the whole outside done. Wait, where did this come in? Oh my goodness, we have a whole second house down here. Okay, well guys, should I do it now? We're gonna finish this up in the next video. My throat is getting sore and we've done a lot today. So in the next video, we'll get the little apartment thing underneath done. I was like, how do we not have 3 stars? And whatever this is, oh my gosh. Yeah, we've still got quite a bit to do. So we're going to leave that for next time. But let me know what you think of this job. I'm in love with it. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you had a good time watching. If you want to keep up with what I'm doing, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That would help me out a lot. And I appreciate you guys a lot. Thank you so much. And I hope you guys have a really, really good rest of your day. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.